Here we go. Woo! That was fun. I kind of like new format. All right, guys. Here we go. What's up, Mel? What's up, baby girl? I'm so glad you're in my life. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna twist it here today. Hey. What's up, Laura? Look at this crazy hair. What have you guys done to me? Finishing buyout. Right on. Yeah, you guys have 100 butterfly sit-up buyout. If you guys want to do it right now while I'm into coffee talk. Yeah. I think I see some gray hair. I hate that. No, I don't hate it. It's just weird. Nobody ever tells you, like, you're going to get old and your hair is going to get gray. You're like, not me. That's never going to happen. It happens. Yeah. It's about being graceful. It's about, you know, like done. I'm 35 and I have gray hair. Yeah, I know. I think... it's kind of weird, like in my family, like my dad was super salt and pepper, and my brother's completely white, my sister's completely white, my mother's completely white, and I'm like kind of in between. I'm like still hanging on to a lot of color. I don't know what that's all about. I have what we call the skunk. It's like the Gaylord skunk right here. It's just a little patch. It's like, psh. So I'm thinking like eventually I'm just gonna let that grow out. Once you can let go of your ego. What's up, Don Shaw? Welcome. I got my, hey, I want to share with you guys. So I collect art. I love art. I've always admired artists, and when I say collect art, I actually have a lot of pieces I'll show you guys. So I got this from this guy. I hope you guys dig this. Melissa, check that out. So I got all these little superhero guys in here. Yeah, they're all there. Do. One more time. Big guy in the middle. Yeah. And, yeah, my dad's side goes gray. Young, but I have a mom's genes. Yeah. Yeah, I got that patch. I think when I started, I might even like it down here. I'm downstairs. Yeah, you like that? That's cool, right? I have a lot of, whimsical art. I collect a guy by the name of Miguel Paredes. This guy was at a farmer, not a farmer's market, but like an outdoor market, and I saw it and I was like, he had this displayed here. I'll show you guys one more time because it's super cool. He had this displayed, and when I saw it, I was like, I want that. How much is that? I want that. Because I love whimsical and funny, like, you know, it's almost like they're gambling or something. Then they're like arm wrestling. And I didn't know all the characters. Like some of these characters, I'm like, who's that? And I had to get my anime friends to jump on and go, that's so-and-so. But I just love this detail, and I love, like, you know, artists that are out there. I have a bunch of art. I'll show you guys some other stuff. But when I saw it, I was like, I want that. And he was like, really? I'm like, yeah, I dig your stuff. I love artists that are out there that nobody knows about. And it's just, art is, what do they say, subjective? Like, it really, like, you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I see some artwork. I live in Miami, and we do what's called Art Basel. And I just don't go for the simple reason that I think paying for, you know, it's like a 10-foot canvas and a dot, and people are paying like $20,000 for that. I'm like, there are so many gifted artists out there. I think they should do, you know how they do the dance show, like World of, you know, whatever it's called, and you know, they're like, they should do art. They should do people that do art. I actually stumbled across a guy just recently that he's on Instagram. And it's like freestyle, but his stuff is amazing. It's just, but again, it's, you know, some people like it and some people don't. I love artists that are just, I love art that makes me smile and that makes me happy. I have another guy, he's another local guy, that his whole artistry is about, again, very whimsical, and he always puts flamingos in his art. And his old cat that's no longer alive, but it was a little black cat, and he used to put it in there, and he was very much Mr. South Beach. And Jen, you probably know his work if I show it to you. It's up on the wall over there. But I love that he'd make his flamingos fly, and his cat was always scuba diving, like was always in water, which was like cats don't scuba dive and flamingos don't fly. Which is why I love this stuff. And he had like female lobsters, like he had sexy female lobsters. So I have a couple of those pieces. So art, if you check out Miguel Paredes, New York born and pretty much spends a lot of time down here, but he does something really cool, which is he'll have like really dark black and white backdrops of New York, and then he throws in like these characters with splashes of color. So a lot of his stuff has got this like, you know, the dark grungy side and then just like whimsical, playful color. So yeah, that's kind of like my style. I love happy art. I see art sometimes in galleries or think, come on. Okay. You say hi? You say hi, you just want to give hugs. Want to give hugs. Want to give hugs. You want to sit down? You want to sit down? Nobody can see me with your butt in the camera. Nobody can see me with your butt in the camera. Nobody can see me. Nobody can see me. You go to quiche. You're coming for the soul. You're coming for the soul. What are you doing? My life. Did you say hi? See ya. See ya. Where was I? Alright. So anyway, I love my art. Anyway, we want to get into it today. I didn't really throw up a topic, so I left you guys off with a bunch of like diet stuff on Friday. We kind of got into like sugar, wheat, and dairy in our 5-week mindset reset. I wanted to kind of start the week off. I use Sunday in the group is our, what I always try to gear people for is, come on. I don't know what she wants. I mean, I speak dog, but yeah. So Sunday is meal prep, and what I mean by meal prep for most of you guys, in learning how to set up your week and learning how to get totally organized, where what we want to do is make sure we don't make mistakes during the week, is to get your food organized. And I make grocery shopping kind of like that. You know, it's a priority because my food is a priority. And if my food is not a priority, then I know that my diet's not gonna be right. It's gonna be off. I don't have the things that I want. So I usually start with like, what's my mindset for the week and what's my game plan. So my game plan on meal prep is I use a lot of Pinterest, because I also have a lot of recipes on Pinterest are just super easy. So I'll create boards of what I want, if I want to use a crock pot or if I want to, grill something. If the base that I want to use is like an avocado base, or if I want to use a beef base or turkey or chicken or salmon or something like that, then I'll get in my mind what my meal forecast for the next 3-4 days will be, because food, like whole grain, whole delicious food, is 3-4 days. I mean, we're not talking like you're not buying food for, you have a Pinterest addiction? No, you don't. It's not an addiction. Pinterest is life. Pinterest basically is life, because Pinterest, and I didn't really understand So I hope you guys understand this. If you're not on Pinterest, it's okay. Maybe don't like, some people have like a social media addiction, and they're like watching somebody's Instagram channel. I'm like, I'm on Pinterest. What's up, Dan Brady? You missed a workout, bro. I did spin, I did arms, I did legs, I did abs, and it's all up there for ya. Miss ya. Anyway, so Pinterest is, Pinterest has actually, yeah, don't start. It's true, don't start. If you're not on Pinterest, just go about your business, because it's such a black, it's a black hole. It's a bunny trail. You will go off in Pinterest. Okay, so honestly, here's my Pinterest story, right? Here we go. So, one, I put up all my recipes are on there. So if you guys want all my recipes, they're there. You can actually make I have some boards that are just private. It's just me, because I'm designing my house, or I'm looking for pools, or I'm looking for shoes, or, I'm looking at beautiful bodies. I'm looking at, decorating things, or I'm looking at, bedrooms, or places to travel to, and vacation spots, or, each board, or I go down like a martial arts thing, like, oh my God. And then it layers itself, and it layers itself, and it layers itself. What do you say, Dan? I was working since 7 a.m. Okay. Don't forget, it's posted. My workouts are posted, so anytime, jump on them. Yeah. So that's Pinterest. So if you want to think about your meal prep, you can use Pinterest as a way of organizing. If you said, I like to say, I want like an avocado base. I want to do stuff with avocado. I just got 3 beautiful large, because I normally get the Hass avocados because they're just a little bit different flavor. But I got some Florida avocados, which I love also. But I got some big ripe ones. They're sitting in the window because I figure over the next couple days, I'm gonna go ahead and do a tuna base with an avocado. Now, how do I want to do it? Do I want to do it as scoop out the avocado, that kind of thing, and mash it up like a guacamole and mix it with the tuna, or half and half and then put the tuna on top, and some lemon and pepper and blah blah. There's like a million things you could do. There's a million different ways to go, but I really set up my menu by going, buy avocado, buy tuna, buy that, make sure I have all the ingredients. And then when I go to the store, which is frightening to me, because I still have friends that are like, they grab a grocery cart and they end up in the grocery aisles staring aimlessly. And I'm the beep, beep, out of the way, let's go. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I know exactly where everything is. I know exactly what I need to do. Eggs are there, almond milk is there, almond cheese, boom, 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 boom. I just go. And pretty much I get the same things because I love the same foods, and they're easy to do. And honestly, I like to keep my diet simple, organized, and not too complicated. In that I don't, I love to cook, but I don't have a lot of time, and because my schedule, I like to really kind of organize, like, this is what I'm eating here, this is what I'm eating here. So for the most part, a lot of people just go to the grocery store. Go to the grocery store hungry, which is a no-no. It's a big no-no. And it's hard to get people into the habit of doing that, but I'm like, just have a shake before you go, or, like, look at this hair growing out. What? Growing it out again, yeah. Have a shake before you go to the grocery store, or eat something, eat something before you go, because you're going to be tempted to buy things when you see it, because the grocery store is very tempting to buy and eat things that are not on your diet. And when I say diet, I don't mean like, oh my God, I'm dieting, I'm starving. No, eat food, man. Eat food but eat good, healthy food. Organize yourself so that you're organizing your meals. Guys, if you're not on Mindset Reset, I can't help you. I can get on here and have these conversations, but a lot of you are just aimlessly going out there. And then you end up at the grocery store and you're like, what do I get? What do I buy? Oh my God, I'm lost. How are you lost? You're meal prepping. What's your menu? How many meals do you need during the week? If you're on shakes, those are 2 meals. You need 1 meal a day for 5 days, 4 days. You can get fish, you can freeze it. You can freeze anything and then go accordingly. So what are your spices? Do you have everything? Do you have your garlics and your salts and your peppers and your oils and your balsamics? And do you have all of those things set up? Yes. Okay, great. So what are your bases? What do you want to eat this week? Oh, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? What do you think you want to eat? Because you're probably eating the same things for the past 30 years and you just complicate things in your own mind instead of saying, oh, let's see, let's get 3 pieces of salmon. Let's get a chicken breast. We'll do crock pot chicken breast. And I'll have that Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I'll do fish on Thursday and Friday, and then I'll do a chicken breast and a thing, and then a thing and a thing, and I'll switch it out, and maybe some beef, maybe some eggs. I'll do some eggs in the little thing, so I gotta get eggs, and I gotta eat that, and I gotta eat that, done! And then go to the salad section. I got my arugula, my watercress, my leeks, my kale, my this, my that. I use like a ginger dressing, boom, I got that. What else do you need? You need tuna. Get your tuna. Get good tuna. I get tuna in the pouches. I open them up. I empty them out. I mix them up. Whether they're plain with Evo with the olive oil. Boom. So good. High fat. Good protein. No carbs. And no junk. Nothing processed. Nothing that's like, over processed at all. That's what irritates the lining of the gut. Boom, you want to be clean. You want to feel like jungle warrior. And a lot of you are eating shit. You're eating crap. All those bars, and I have bars, but I put them in like where I need them to go, where they fit. Like if I'm on the road or I'm traveling, I'm reading 5'7", 157, a lot due to you. Yeah, Dan. You hottie McHots. Good. I love that. That makes me feel good. I love that you're benefiting from either benefiting from the work that I've done over the years, and I keep 40 years in this beautiful, amazing industry. It's funny because people like back in the day was like, would look down at a personal trainer like, personal trainer. I'm not dating a personal trainer. I'm like, really? Okay. And like literally people like that. People are like that, right? And then it's like that like, or you're a fitness instructor, and you idolize the fitness instructor, but then you're like, oh, but in society's world, you're not of value. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I make more money than your dad. And I changed the industry. I know I did. I know for my classes, I was like, no, you got 100 people in that room that sign up just for my class. That's called member retention. People will go in that front door, not use one piece of equipment, and go straight to the fitness room because of me. You pay me more or I'm out. And that started years ago. And for some reason, the scales just flipped. There are a lot of people out there that are, following the trends and following what the gym, Zumba. I'm like, fuck Zumba. Like, seriously? Do your own thing. Go your own way. Be independent. Be creative. Like, knock their socks off. Be a performer. Raise the bar. And be so invested in your craft And I very, very rarely hear people say, this is my craft. I don't follow anybody. I create. I create. I've been creating. I've been creating since I'm 16. Cardio Combat, Final Cut, Sweatshop. Hey, I created today, Wheels and Weights, right? Wheels and Weights, let's keep it going. But that's not about me, that's about you guys. It's about you guys looking at the integrity of your performance and your movement. We want to live to 100 strong. I think we need to like have a new tagline, 100 strong, 100 strong. And then let people figure it out. And be like, what's 100 strong? And you're gonna go, just like that, go, girl. 100 strong is where it's at. Yeah. Just saying. Yes, people are like that. Get it, dude. Yeah. What's up, Carolina? I want you guys to understand where we hear so much that's out there, and I'm with you. I really am. I kind of ache for you guys because I also see that there's so much information out there, and there's so much misinformation, like totally miss the mark. And people are so different. Like our physical bodies are so different. Like sometimes I think like my physical struggles, and I'll compare myself with people that I work out with, and I'll look at them and go, man, like, look at their legs. Like their legs are like, you know, like that. And then I'm like, they're not me. They're not my body. They're not my intake or output or, you know, my food or where I live or where I'm from. But yet I'll compare myself, which is the mistake we make in general in life when we start getting from our head. And this has to do with so many societal issues right now. I can compare so many things. I can make a list right now of what's going on in our world and our culture, that people have so much, their minds are so like disenfranchised from who they really are. Like, you know, I don't even want to get into it because it breaks my heart when I hear people talking about, you know, who they think they are and who they really are and who they, you know, compare themselves. If you're comparing yourself to like those Kardashian people, sorry, like they're not real. They're like avatars. First of all, the way I love to see people like I am right now, like, okay, I have lip gloss on, to be fair, but because I love it. I love lip gloss. I do. I love it. I'm just like my mom. So I went to go visit my mom, and this shit's expensive too. And we go cruelty-free, by the way. I go cruelty-free with everything. I have an app that does cruelty-free. Like I'll go into a store, like if you go CVS, nothing's cruelty-free. There's like one line that's cruelty-free, but like if you go shopping, I have the cruelty-free app. Like if I'm not sure about a shampoo and I look it up, they're like, warning, they still test on animals. I'm like, oh no. Nope. You know, I gotta do my part somehow. But if we compare ourselves, the way I love to look at people is, I want to see you like sweaty, no makeup, coming out of the deep end of a pool. And then I want to see your face. Like I want to see you. I want to see the raw you. Like people that I know that won't go camping. One, because they don't want to go to the bathroom in the woods. I'm like, it's so fun. Not. It's just not. But I've been camping in the woods since I'm a little kid. And I never thought like, oh, because I don't have a hair dryer or makeup. Makeup? For camping? Come on. Or the right clothes. I'm like, dude, you just don't want to be cold. The only thing about camping I will not do. I don't do cold, ever. Susie, what? I love you. I'm a gloss fanatic, right? Gloss. You gotta go with gloss. Look at this shit. And, I love it. This is me all day long. I seriously, like, I make fun of my friends that won't wear makeup when they leave the house, which is cool. I'm fine, I have no problem with that. I just won't go anywhere without lip gloss. Like, I have 30 of them everywhere. Even when I work out. I'm like, if I have lip gloss on, that's, for me, like, that's all girl. That's girl. Like, I can go without makeup and eyes and all that, but yeah, I feel washed out. There's that side of me that you guys don't know, and I'm a big old girl. I'm just a big old girl. Yeah. You guys see this Sporty Spice all the time, and you don't get to see the girl, because my work is like Sporty Spice all day long. I'm like, but let me get dressed up. And some of you know that side of me too, and that's cool. But when we compare ourselves, when we really look at the comparison chart, that's when we make a mistake. That's our first mindset regression. You know, you take a big step back once you start comparing. And I believe that the ugly side of life, there's the beautiful side of life and there's the ugly side of life. There's always a light and a dark, and dark is not necessarily ugly. Sometimes darkness creates the light. Sometimes the darkness is where I feed my energy, and when there's light, you see everything, and you're like, there's some craziness out there. And a lot of people that are going through mental health issues, a lot. I mean, we all are. I take that back. We all are. We all are in our own way. But when we start comparing ourselves on Instagram or any social media, that's not real, by the way. Like, even you know, the wealthiest people in the world, just because they're wealthy doesn't mean that they don't have problems. They have bigger wealth problems. You know, when you're wealthy and you start living bigger and bigger and bigger and more and more and more, that's when you start having more and more and more headaches. And I have nothing against wealth. I have everything against excess and not balancing. But if we compare ourselves to that guy that has that car, that house, that thing, then we reflect as if that's part of who we are. I'm not there, I'm not that, so I'm less than, and so not true. So not true. You see some of the most incredible people in the world that are minimalists. I dated a minimalist. It was the greatest lesson that one of the great lessons I ever learned, which was like watching someone who was so incredibly wealthy and jeans and a t-shirt. To this day, jeans and a t-shirt. Walk into a meeting, boardroom, people lined with, you know, the suits. And this person was jeans and a t-shirt. It was like running the meeting, owning the room. Okay, thank you, gentlemen, and be done. And it's because of confidence, because of your confidence, because no one, absolutely no one, and I hope this lesson resonates with a lot of you right now. Sorry, congested, as always. When you're in your 20s, you think everybody cares. And you think that everybody's watching you. In your 20s, you have a mindset like you have a boulder on your head. Like, oh my God, everybody's watching me. Everybody's judging me. Oh my God. Then in your 30s, you start getting to a place of, not that many people are really caring about what I do. And then you move into your 40s, and eventually you start shaking off that nobody really cares. And no one ever really cared. And then you're coming out of your 40s, and thankfully I have moved into my 50s, and I'm so happy to be here because no one can really tell you what you're about to go through when you hit your 50s, that no one ever cared, and no one was ever watching, and no one was ever interested in your crap. And it's a great place to be, that you get to a place in your life where you're like, holy shit, why was I worried about what other people thought of me? Why was I worried about what I was driving? Why was I worried about what I was wearing? Why was I worried about some stupid stuff that nobody really cared about? Because people have their own shit. And when you grow up and you mature and you come out of that mindset of caring what other people think, and I'm not talking about being a dick, I'm talking about, I don't care what people think about what I wear. You think when I was in my 20s, I'd have blown my hair out and put on some makeup and a cute shirt and show my abs and what the fuck? Nobody cares. No one ever cared, nor do they care now. The people that care the most right now are the people that truly love you and they want to see you succeed. And the people that care are the ones that are in your life when no one else is there, when you're at your worst and you're climbing out of that dark hole. You look up and tell me who you see, and that is the person who cares. And I'm not talking about metaphorically God and all of that, because I don't believe in any of that shit, and that's up to you, and you can believe that, that's fine. But I'm talking about the people that are in your life right now that you look up and you go, damn, that person's still here. And they love me at my worst. That's love. Those are the people that you cherish. Those are the people that you grab and you go, damn bitch, come here. Let me give you a hug. Because it's the people sometimes that are just like, you think nobody's looking, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I do this for you. Family doesn't always have to be blood. Family doesn't always have to be blood. And I learned that early on when I was very young, that I chose a family that chose me. I chose people that were out there. And most of those people are no longer alive. Because I grew up in the era when we first discovered what AIDS was all about. And let me tell you something, there's nothing worse than having a picture of 30 of your most amazing, beautiful, gorgeous male friends. And I have those pictures and they're gone. But those are some of the most amazing people I've ever had and some of the biggest lessons in my life. You guys are writing to me, I'm gonna read what you're writing. Hold on. Half the executive producers I've met at the award show. Okay. I've known you 25 years and you are amazing. I'm exactly like you, my friend. Yes. Love you, Dan. You're the best. Love my crone years. Yes, it's a state of freedom. Wish I could have had this mindset back then, but I guess it's part of the journey. Just like to feel pretty. And if I don't care that day, you can tell. Yeah. Danny, what's up? Yeah. I hope I resonate with you. If I do one thing in my legacy of I chose the executive pathway when I was younger. I was supposed to be a college professor because that's kind of like our thing in our family, and go to school. And I was like, I didn't want to. I didn't get it. I didn't understand. Grade 13 was like, no, I got shit to do. And I found conflict in the intelligence of the teachers that I had. And not that I thought that I was really smart. I just felt like all we do is move. We go into a classroom, sit down and open a book, and you just read from the book. And then you tell us to read more from the book and then test on what we read. I just don't get that concept whatsoever. It made no sense. And also, I really had a hard time with history, and it's really coming to light now. It's like, okay, white America, but what about other cultures? Like, I felt that my schooling was very driven in a very particular pathway. I don't know about you guys, but I got more education in getting on a plane at 16 years old and going to Europe for the first time and traveling all over the world. Every time I would get on a plane, it was like, whoa. And go to a different country, you're like, your brain just opens up and you go, oh, wow. There's a lot going on out here. There's a lot going on out here. And it's just, where I'm grateful and thankful in my pathway, we also have to find our own pathways. And it's not always a straight line, and it's not always to the point that you want to get to. Sometimes we're thinking it's cultural. You're set up in a cultural, bubble. Like if you go to college and you get the guy or the girl or, the house and the pool and the yard and the boat and the dog and the picket fence, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. I just don't understand it. That's not, picket, what? No, I want to go. I want to be free. I want to go there, and I want to go there. So I really took a different pathway, and it's okay for you guys to take your own pathway. And remember this. If you think you're going to live to 100, you're going to live to 100. But if you think you're just going to live to some indefinite period of time, that is going to punch you in the face one day. But if you wake up and you go, hey, I'm 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, and I want to go learn how to play the piano, or I want to go to Bangladesh and walk in the mountains with a backpack. You go do that, because there is no set pathway. And being rich, or I want money, or, I want that, or I want that, because, buying a car based on the fact that you're trying to make somebody else happy is not happiness. It's just not. True happiness comes from loving yourself. When you love yourself, when you actually love who you are and you adore your own stupidity, when you can laugh at your own mistakes, or you can recover from your own mistakes and go, wow. When you start communicating to people in a different way, and you can reach out and be like, hey, you know what? I'm really sorry I did that. Or how can I help you? I'm good. How can I help you? What is it that you need? You need money? Is money the answer? Or do you need questions asked, answered? Sometimes people just need like a little bit of guidance. And sometimes people are afraid to ask. And when they're afraid to ask, that's when you step in and go, here, I'm here for you. I need you to know that you can lean on me. And that's part of Mindset Reset. 5 weeks of Mindset Reset, you get yourself to a different level. You almost I would refer to it like I use the analogy like the butterfly, like the caterpillar and the butterfly. A lot of you guys come to me and you're just like in a cocoon. Your mindset is in a cocoon and you don't know how to get out. And what I don't do is open the cocoon for you, because part of the cocoon is learning how to get the strength and the quality inside of your head clearing out, like just clear it out. And then all of a sudden you start pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and I make you do the work. And I get on those phone calls with you and I'm like, hey, you're bullshitting. You are bullshitting, and I know you're bullshitting. I know you're bullshitting, but that's okay. If you want to bullshit, that's fine. I'll sit here and I'll listen to it. But I need you to step up. I need you guys to step up. Live your best life now and stop making excuses for everything you do. And be authentic. How many of you are like, my authentic self is right here, right now. I don't do anything I don't want to do. I don't hang out with people I don't want to hang out with. I cut out negativity as soon as I see it, hear it, or feel it. And I only allow inside of my inner circle the best of the best of the best. You are the accumulation of the 5 people that you surround yourself with. You've heard that before. I have, and I think that's so true. And I'm here with you guys, and a lot of you are on here that I've known forever. Welcome, Darren, Dan, Melissa, a lot of you I know for a very short period of time, but I also know that we're of the same cloth. And we're all in that cocoon together, like working our way out. And I want you to spread your wings and be able to help others. When you help others is when you grow. And that's been my legacy, helping people every single day. And sometimes people pay me, which I love. I'm like, oh my God, I actually get paid to help somebody do the thing that they won't do for themselves. That's amazing. And now I've turned it into a huge business, which I'm so grateful for. Mindset Reset is just a start. The 5 weeks is just a start. And then you get yourself to a place where you're like, oh my God, next level. I want more. I want more of this feeling. It's almost like, have you ever just gone through a day and everything is perfect? Those are my days. Even when my puppy dies and I'm crying and she's here, I did that. Like, I gave her the best life and I made the best decisions to have her with me. And that's why when I put her in the ground, I cry because I know that I've done everything right for her and they've lived a great life. And I do that with my friends and I do that with my family. I want to make sure that they are having the best life. My sister and Shauna and everybody that's around me. How can I help you? When I start with how can I help you? How can I help your life? How can I help your business? How can I help your body? How can I help your head? Then I know that the ripple will transcend into other people. But if I hold off, I shut down, it doesn't work. So I didn't really have a topic on Mindset Reset. Sorry. I didn't have a topic on Coffee Talk today. Just mentioning a few things and just sharing with you. Sharing the new format today also. Again, 8:30 is going to be your spin. I feel amazing. I'm ready to go about my day. If you guys replay this later at night, I love you. This is all just I'm coming from my heart. So we're melting down into 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you guys need to spend time on a one-on-one personal basis, I drop you a link to my calendar. You guys can get on it. We can get in a total, like, whatever topics you want to cover, anything that's bothering you. You need some private training. You guys need some Mindset Reset. We have 2 Zoom calls every week, Monday and Friday night at 8 o'clock. If you guys are new to the program, need more information, just send me a DM. As always, I love you guys. Take care of one another. Yeah, we gotta rock and roll here. I love you guys. I will see you on Wednesday, 8:30 spin. And Mindset Reset. See you guys tonight, 8 o'clock.